Hello, my name is Pete Moss. I've never been on YouTube before, but I'd like to share a little bit of my poetry if you don't mind. I like it. I hope you do. This one's called The Car. My car can't win a derby. It can't cruise the boulevard. In fact, for it to move at all would certainly be hard. It's permanently parked in my neighbor's yard. An accidental shrine to apathy. It's chock full of weeds and rocks. Ever since I moved it there and put it up on blocks, I tried to pass it off as art or a planter box. My neighbor said, "You got 1 week, 3 years and some ago." I just can't get a grip on time. My family thinks I'm slow, but in that car that never runs, I know just where to go. I hope it gets adopted by some craven cultist squires. They'll dance around it naked, get drunk and totally wired, and when their debauchery culminates, they'll set the thing on fire. This one's called The Graze. If you're tucking down the interstate or a lonely desert road and twilight starts to fall upon a shifting load, don't allow fear to drive, then stop and start you might. Hesitation gets you lifted by a silver beam of light. Time will slow, gravity fails, as perceptions slowly slip. Your inhibitions disappear. That's when they'll plant the chip. From that moment forward until you reach the grave, you will unknowingly be their little slave. They'll control you from afar, and if the mood does strike, give you a virtual probing anytime they like. Now, tall tales told for sport is my sheer delight, but no embellishment is needed for what happened on that night. So if you spot a hovering disc with greenish lights that strobe, grab your bottle and punch the throttle or be abducted and probed. Okay, I hope you like that one. This is called Poe. Old Edgar's wife a raven, gently rapping evermore, but my shrew turned a pigeon and kept crapping on my door. Yeah, this one's called James Fraser Reed. There are milestones that measure mortals, of depths and heights they are. We've explored all spans since infant man, combing earth and climbing the stars. Will a country young in 46, when discovery filled the need, unyoke the oxen possessions prodigy Margaret and James Fraser Reed. Enduring the banishment, trials on trails, between the desert and loss, ambling towards history on manifest destiny, unaware of how dreadful the cost. 'Cause you can't eat gold when you're hungry and cold, or circumstance and deadly matters unfold. Oh, quandary, dilemma, as priorities compete, while outside the silent call of fresh frozen meat. Because willing consumption of these poorly few, our likeness will surely sustain. And when having them for dinner, you know they'll never complain. Yeah, that's James Fraser Reed. This is called The Actor. These talented thespians among us who portray the lovers and fighters are cute little tarts, but not very smart, because if they were, they'd be writers. Okay, this one's called The Bus. If you're careless, clueless, or drunk, or hang around with us, you might be so unlucky as to find yourself on the bus. On the bus where every moronic simpleton farts his way to work. It's a perfect platform to practice being a jerk. On the bus the driver's a Nazi. There's graffiti gum and smell as you gingerly step around the vomiting drunk who fell. And when you finally find your seat and don your best bus frown, you notice you're not moving because the damn thing just broke down. I hope you like that one. This one's called Catholic School. We're getting to the finale here. Catholic School. Delinquency was a chance, if caught by an old man's glance. Those sisters were quick and swung a mean stick. Thank God for corduroy pants. Okay, here's the barn burner. This is the last poem of the evening. I'll put 4 more poems on the YouTube site every month, if you like them. This one's called Career Move. If Mohammed's panties bunch up good, on me they will bestow a nicely framed certificate of death redeemable wherever I go. I'll display it prominently and hang it for a gander while I brag profusely on my cleverly written slender. Alright, that makes me laugh, sorry. And, yes. Can you stop that? No? I'll start again. If Mohammed's panties bunch up good, on me they will bestow a nicely framed certificate of death, redeemable wherever I go. I will display it prominently and hang it for a gander while I brag profusely on my cleverly written slander. And there's nothing like a fatwa as a conversation starter to impress a girl or make her think you're smarter. Even knighthood cannot compare to impress your family and friends. I will opt for the keyring size as my rabbi recommends. So when my head is lopped and drained for the Friday night impale, my books will sell like hotcakes whenever they're on sale. That's it. I'll see you next time. Pete Moss signing off. Thank you.